Now, before we get into the rhythm of how to pass and which technique to go for, let's see how two guards can be same looking, they can be identical, and yet be different movement be involved in it. So, Adil will have his feet on my hip, this with his toes pointed up versus his toes pointed outside. Nothing much changed from his side. He's not pushing, he's not pulling, he's not taking any grip. 1 to 2. They're almost similar looking. If I don't define this difference here, you might not be able to differentiate between both. But this is how we are starting. You see 4 major directions for now. Forward, backward, towards my right, towards my left. Okay, and then 2 others be upar or niche. We are not counting those for now. 4 major directions. Forward, back, right, left. Now, I don't want to go backwards. For a very solid reason is that I want to get rid of the feet and I want to mount him. I want to look for this position. This is my end goal for now. And if I move back, this is not helping me fulfill my goal for the mount. I'm actually telling him to fight me or effectively. So backwards is eliminated. We are not going back. I'm left with 3 directions, either right side or left side or forward. His toes are pointed up. This is the defining factor. So backwards, I don't want to go forward with his toes forward or up. There is a wall. But now look at right and left, any side. His toes are pointed up. I'm closer to my goal now. All we're looking with these kind of movements is reaching closer to our goal. Our goal is to mount someone. And we just want to get closer, 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 closer. So checkpoint, 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 end goal. This is what we are looking for. Toes are up. Forward, he's fighting back pretty effectively. Backwards is not helping me fulfill my goal. But there is nothing which is fighting right and left because of his toes forward. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a scarecrow and I'm going to turn sideways with my upper body as well. It's not just with my eyes that I'm looking down or sideways. I'm turning sideways. I'm twisting sideways. As soon as I happen to pass his ankle or my hip bone is free, look at my hip bone. So this is my pocket. My hip bone is free. I'm going to start throwing myself forward. From here, my hands, they'll go on the mat. Sideways of the shoulder, this is my base to the right. This is my base to the left. I'll have my chest deal with your lower body or your knees and my head on top of your head. From here, keep going down, keep moving side, and I'm closer to my goal, which is mount. Okay. Common thing or common mistake that can happen here, even if you're doing it well, is you twist it to the side, but you twisted way too much and you forgot to move forward. Again, you're closer to your goal because you just messed up one of his guard, but not the best situation that you could have been. So let's not go 100%. As soon as your hip bone is free, forward is bad, backward does not help me, right and left is left. I'm going to go to the left and I'll start moving forward. He does not have that foot as a wall between us to fight with. Head on top of his head, arms to the side. This is where we are. Chest down, 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 and you could see me messing up his feet. We're going to train in this dummy way. Okay? Again, if you turn 100% first and then start moving forward, you will be one step closer to your goal because you're no longer dealing with this. You're dealing with either the shin or the knee, which is progressive. But as soon as you start turning and your hip is free, let's start sliding so that you don't have to deal with this much. Are we clear? Today's goal is to pass the legs. And we are starting with these dummy ways just to help you understand what is the head positioning, where the arms are, and we are not fighting with the feet. Once you get few of these scenarios, then we'll go random leg work from my partner or guard work from my partner. What if they're holding like this? What if they're fighting back? What if they have a grip? Different types of grips. Everything into consideration then. Are we clear with this? This dummy way. Your partner is keeping their toes up. In the next scenario, we'll keep our toes outside. We'll see what happens then. You good? Let's go. From toes up to toes sideways. Nothing changes from his side. Okay? But again, 4 major directions. We're not counting the up and down, so not 6 but 4. I don't want to go back because it does not fulfill my purpose of mounting someone. Now, right and left. Let's start with right and left. If I'm leaning here, his toes or his ankle is carrying my weight effectively. I was twisting and then I was collapsing. Look at his structure. How he can carry my weight. This is like somewhat like acro yoga. Being all acrobatic. Right. So, seedhe rakhna toes. This is what was happening earlier. Toes were forward or straight. When I was folding, look at the structure. But now when the toes are outside, look at the structure. So the twisting part is not helping. Backward, I don't want to go. Right and left is not working. I'm going to start working with the forward motion because forward with him having this kind of a guard, if I keep leaning forward, I'm going to use my hands to show and then we're going to work on not to use the arms. So if he has his feet sideways, the forward collapse is easy. Now it's on me how I want to go forward. If I want to use my arms, I can use my arms. But the whole idea is to rely on your hip or your body weight for the guard passing rather than your arms. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to squeeze my glutes. It's like your kettlebell swing. You do the kettlebell swing. Wherein you squeeze your glutes, you pull your kneecaps up, and this is where you fit or you fill the space knee pit ke piche. So knee pits. Knee and then pit at the back. You want to fill. So sideways, you want to use this. You want to fill this gap with your hip. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be on the ball of the feet, but more sideways. Look at my feet. Haath upar karna. This is my base to the right and left. I'm going to lean back. By leaning back, I mean my head no longer on top of the head, because if I go on top, there is a hollow with my hip and people can fight back. This also means my head cannot be in the center because it's not effective enough to fight back or to resist. He can again start kicking me and I can't hold my ground then. When I'm here, I want to have my head back so that my knees, they touch the mat, kick forward. My weight is already shifted, kick forward, head on top, and we pass. Again, the difference here from his side was from this to this. So right and left is not much effective, but forward, keep moving. Be on the ball of the feet, sideways. You want to touch your knees to the mat. Keep sliding. Open. Collapse. From forward, right and left was working nice. He went outside. I'm going right and left, it's not working. I started with the forward. Keep moving forward, using your toes. Head back, and you want to touch your knees to the ground. I know where Adil is, so I don't have to look downwards. From here, weight is heavy on this knee. The other foot is lighter. I can circle. Sit. Head on head. Arms to the side. 1, 2, kick. And I'm closer to my goal. Are we clear with this? Don't keep your head forward with that posture because that messes up your hip. Your hips are very weak and somebody can kick you. Don't keep your head in the center. You'll not be able to shift your weight. Keep your head back, then only your knees can go forward. This is the exercise that people do. I don't know what kind of squats they call it. Sissy. Such bad name. Like this. Right? So you want to have your head backwards, then only you can move forward. Back, back, back. Collapse. Put your weight to the side. Head on head back. With your arms sideways. Be heavy on them. And I'm closer to my goal. Okay. Again, the difference is from the partner. Toes were up, now the toes are outside. You're going to start the same way. You're going to have your toes outside. Person on the top will go right and left. See whether there is a struggle or still the easy path. If you feel there is a struggle, move forward. Claim the knee picked space. Let's go. Partner up.